So in the recent video that I made, there was a discussion in the comments section about long form versus short form content. Should you do one or the other? Should you do both at the same time? So it's something that I've asked myself on my channel, and I thought it's probably about time I make a video about it. So last week I sat down and planned out a video, scripted it all out with the idea to record it today. And then last night I saw, as I went to bed, that Rob the Maritimer has just made a similar video about long form versus short form. So I was going to scrap this, but then I decided no, I'm going to do it anyway, because I think my perspective is quite different than Rob's, or I have different information maybe to share. So I decided to just go ahead with it anyway. So here it is, long form versus short form. Which one should you do? Should you do both? Should you just focus on one? If you look at information online, you'll find a lot of opinions which are nice to have, but they only represent one person's idea of what you should do. And what you also come across is a lot of contradiction. One person says do one thing, another one says do the opposite. So then you're left confused, and by the end of the videos that you watch, you're probably more confused than when you first started looking into this whole idea. I know I was. So I've come up with a way to help you decide what you should do. And that's what we're going to talk about in this video. So that is a key part, is that you need to decide yourself for your own channel. You need to do that in an objective way, and you need to understand a few things. One of the first things to ask yourself is, who is your audience? Who you see your audience as, both in terms of your own perception of who you want them to be and the reality of who they actually are, is going to play a role in determining whether you decide to do shorts or not. And I think that's an important factor as well, is that how do you feel about shorts? Is it something that you want to use to attract people, or do you feel there's a problem of some sort with shorts? Do you dislike shorts for some reason? Take me, for example. I am neutral about shorts. And part of that is because I can see that they could be effective, but at the same time, I see my kids watching them and they're scrolling through, no attention span, no real value in what they're watching. They're watching drama, gossip, stupid pranks, that type of stuff. And they're not really providing any value. Now, this is, of course, one demographic and one niche, but let's talk about that a little bit, because between the ages of 25 and 34, that's actually the biggest audience of shorts on YouTube. And that accounts for 21.5% of shorts views in total. And then you've got the 35 to 44 category, which is 17.9% of all the shorts views. The majority are in those two age categories. But there's also 13.1% of shorts views that aren't accounted for in YouTube's analytics. And I believe that those are young people or kids that YouTube aren't tracking. So it clearly shows that the majority of people are watching shorts and they're 34 years old or younger, all the way down to kids. So the first thing to ask, I think, is, does that suit your niche or your channel? You also need to ask yourself, what category are you, or what niche are you making videos in? Because the most popular niches for shorts are things like entertainment, food and drink, video games, sports, crafting. Those things lend themselves fairly well to shorts. If your channel is in a niche that supports shorts well, and it makes sense, then it makes sense to make them. But if you're in something like, I don't know, statistical data analysis on spreadsheets that involve a 3-hour video, you might not be able to cram too much into shorts from that, because you need to understand the overall picture of everything to be able to come up with some kind of conclusion at the end of the video. And I'm not sure how you cram that into a sort of 30-second to 1-minute short. Maybe you can. But that brings us on to whether you have ever watched a short and subscribed to a channel from it. Now, I personally don't watch a lot of shorts, and the short type content that I watch tends to be on places like Facebook. When I'm scrolling down my feed and I see something like something to do with maybe boxing, for example, and I might watch the tiny highlight reel of a fight. I don't necessarily need to watch the 10 rounds if I don't want to, because I can see the highlights and the result, and that's it, and then I can move on. But I've never, and this is quite key, and this is just me, so take this as only one person's opinion, but I've never subscribed to a channel from a short. In fact, I don't think I've ever visited a channel from a short, and even more telling is that I've never really thought about a channel's name or what is behind the short or who posted it. I have literally just watched it and moved on. And that's my worry about shorts, is that people will view it, but then they'll move on. Because for my content, long form is everything. So if people are going to watch a short and then move on, making a short to direct people to my long form, which you can do, and does work for some people, but for me it feels like, will those people, how many people will actually move across to my long form? Now, vidIQ did a sort of study on this, and one of their videos they were talking about had, I believe it was 9% conversion from the short to the long. Now you might say, that sounds good. That's an extra 9% of people that wouldn't have been on my video, my long form videos otherwise. The short brought them there. And that does sound good. But it's not as simple as that. Because if somebody has been brought to your long form content by a short, and then they realize that, oh, I don't want to watch a long form video about this, I only wanted the quick bit of information from the short. If they then don't watch your long form video, the short is actually bringing people over who react negatively to your video by, for example, not watching it. And that's then going to tell YouTube that your long form video is no good, because the viewers aren't staying, your average view duration is rubbish, and they're gone. Now there's no guarantee that that's going to happen, but what I'm suggesting to you is that is a possibility, and you're then damaging your channel. Now it could go the other way, and they come across and they love what you do, and you're getting loads of engagement from those shorts. You're not going to know without trying, ultimately. And by trying, you're taking the risk of either succeeding or of doing damage. So you need to consider carefully whether you want to change what you're doing. If what you're doing now isn't working, or you're not getting the exposure you want, perhaps rolling those dice and seeing if shorts help might be worthwhile. Because I've always said that on my channel, that having more hooks in the sea, if you like, having more fishing hooks out there, having more bait for people to click on, not clickbait, but having more resources out there that people can then find to find you, isn't a bad thing. And shorts are going to help with that. More fishing hooks in the sea means more bites, right? So it might work for you, but there's no way to tell really until you try it. But if you do, you're taking a slight risk that it could have a negative effect. And there are people who will tell you that it does. And if you have an opinion on this either way, or you have experience of this, please let us know in the comments below. Now, what you also need to think about is the depth of your channel. How do you perceive shorts versus what you're trying to deliver on your channel? If you're trying to deliver a lot of depth and complexity and explain subjects to people so they can understand, and you're targeting long form to do that, will shorts really be relevant to you? Whereas if you're just providing entertainment content, shorts might be fantastic. So shorts also take a different perspective and a different, perhaps, skill set. Shorts are their own animal, if you like, and to make them successfully, you might need to employ different skills than you would on your long form content. And by having long form and short form at the same time, you're then splitting potentially your focus between the two. Now, you often hear people say, don't focus on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, and all these things at the same time. Only focus on one of them, say YouTube, which is what I do. And I don't think that's bad advice. I think going all in on one thing makes it easier to become an expert in that one thing, because you're not splitting your energy and your focus. And shorts and long form can cause you to split your focus between the two disciplines. Now, you could say, yeah, but I could just cut up my long form into shorts. And that's possible. And there's tools for that, Nexus Clips and all sorts of others. I'm not affiliated or sponsored by them in any way, and I haven't used them, so I can't say they're good. I've heard they're good, but I've heard a lot of things good that turn out not to be. So there are tools, but I'm not endorsing any of them. I'm just saying I've heard of them and they're supposed to be good. So they can split your long form into short form content. The issue with that, though, is it's a bit of a half measure, perhaps, because to be really good at shorts, I think, is a skill in itself. You've got to decide, can you focus on both? Have you got the time to focus on both? Have you got the energy to focus on both? Will you just decide, I'm going to cut up some long form, put it into shorts to try and promote my long form? Maybe that works. So could you have separate channels for your shorts and your long form? You could. And that would potentially work. And some people do that. But again, you're splitting your focus. So you've got to ask yourself if that's something for you and if you have the time for it. Now, one thing I feel about shorts is that, and I've seen the evidence of this, you can see it on most people's channels, and vidIQ have done loads of studies and stuff about this, is that shorts is based on views, not your normal impressions and all that stuff. They don't exist in shorts. So shorts is based on views, and YouTube's going to test it and see how many views it gets, and it's going to test it on a core random sample of people. Now, if that video doesn't take off in the way that YouTube's happy with, then what normally happens is you get a spike and then just sideways movement, and nothing really happens after that. And the video is effectively dead. Whereas long form content, I'm going to talk about this in my 6-month update video, but long form content is usually more evergreen. It can keep going for a long time, or it can do nothing for a long time and then suddenly take off. And it'll progressively get you views over time. And long form videos, especially when you're a more established channel, tend not to die completely. So they'll still be bringing in value to your channel. So there's that superficial versus evergreen thing. And if your channel is about current events or whatever it is, then that might not matter too much, because nobody cares what last year's news was anymore, perhaps. They only care about what happened today. So again, it's back to what content you make. Long form content can compound for you over time, whereas short form generally dies out, and you need to keep coming out with the new thing that keeps pushing your channel. So what's the mission of your channel? Are you just chasing growth, or are you most interested in taking it more slowly but reaching the place that you actually feel you want to be at? Do you want to create the audience that you want, that you feel is right for your content and that you want to be a part of? Or are you just interested in the fastest growth you can get? There's nothing wrong with either of those approaches, but it's something to ask yourself. Do shorts fit in with that vision? They could fit in with both, but you need to decide if that's the case for you. Now, don't forget, shorts are very different when it comes to things like monetization or getting monetized on your channel in the first place. Shorts are very low earning, like not even close to what long form will do. To maybe equal a long form video's earnings, you're going to have hundreds of thousands of views on a short, at least, to even get anywhere with it. So that's something to think about too. But of course, you can make a lot more of them in the same amount of time. So it could even out for you. And the last thing to think about is connection. How important is it for your channel for you to connect with people and connect with your audience, to grow a community? Will shorts provide that type of connection that you're looking for? They might. They might generate loads of comments, especially if it's on current events and stuff like that. But are they going to create a community that sticks around, that engages? Because you don't need everybody. You just need a certain set of people who are interested in what you do, who are going to show up and stick around, rather than having loads of people that come in and disappear and come in and disappear. So there's a lot of questions you need to ask yourself. And I think if you've been now through the whole video and you've watched all the points, and maybe you've even written them down, and then you go through those points now, or you re-watch the video, and then you can decide on each of those points, what do I think? And in the end, you're going to have basically a for and against columns. And that's going to tell you, ultimately, whether you should do shorts or long form or both, and in what way should you do them. So I hope that's helped. If it has, do the usual stuff. Subscribe, like, comment. Let me know your experience with shorts and long form, whether you mixed and matched or whether you focused on one, and how it's gone for you. I'm really interested to know, and I think it would help a lot of people to hear your opinion on the subject. So if you want to start a discussion down in the comments, let's do that, and let's work out what's best for our channels and what we should do going forward.